hopefully we can get through this without too many distractions today. We shall see. And it looks like Widget's gonna join us. Come here. Come on, buddy. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can get him into the wedge. The little old man. There he is. Lola Jean. She's not gonna come. Oh wait, hold on, here she comes. Come here. Come say hello. Come on. Hi. Come on. Look. Oh, she's gonna knock the camera over. And here's Lola. I'm not gonna turn to the camera so they can see you. Come here. Well, this is it. Okay, hop down, please. Down, please, ma'am. Okay, come on. Go. All right. All right. Hi, y'all. It's Amanda. Oh. No. All right. Take two. Hey, y'all. I'm Amanda. This is the Southern Knits in the Mid podcast. This is episode number, I think this is number 11. Widget's going to bark. And this is the kind of day it's going to be right here. All right, out please, ma'am. Back it up. Back it up like a U-Haul truck. Okay, I am coming to you from Traverse City, Michigan. This is a knitting podcast. It's been a minute since I podcast last. I'm sorry. I've taken a couple of trips, been busy with work, and so I've gotten a few minutes that I'm going to hop on here and podcast real quick. So we've got tons to talk about. Y'all, I had some great trips. I can't wait to tell you all about it. And Widget's going to trample everything in my office. My office is a complete and total disaster. Thank God y'all can't see that side of it. So let's get started. So I just returned from my second trip to Colorado. I took 2 trips to Colorado. Just let me tell you, you people who live in Colorado, you have a beautiful state. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. And I thoroughly enjoyed every minute I was out there. Didn't even scratch the surface of everything that can be seen and done out there. It was just so amazing. So my first trip that I took, I went with 2 of my work friends who are just like, you know, they're part of my village here. And we went out for a long weekend. And let's see. So our first day there, we ate. We ate at some great restaurants. We kind of chilled out. Our second day there, we went Colorado Springs. We flew into Denver, first of all. We flew into Denver. I've never been to Denver before. It's a beautiful city. The second day we were there, we went to Colorado Springs and did a Jeep tour at the Garden of the Gods. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's so beautiful. And that's like, it's your hometown. And it's there, and you can just go there for free anytime. It was so beautiful. I've got some great pictures from there. Then that night, we went to a concert at the Red Rocks Amphitheater. I've always seen, you know, concerts there on TV and never really appreciated how beautiful that place is in real life. It was the most amazing experience. And then our next day there, we went to Rocky Mountain National Park and did a long hike. Actually, my friends did 2 hikes. I only did 1 because Mama was tired after that first one, but it was worth it. It was some of the most breathtaking scenery I've ever seen in my life. Words cannot even begin to describe it. Can't even begin to describe it. It was so beautiful. So I came home and I worked. Look, y'all see that nose right there? She's going to be right here up under me the whole time. Hopefully she won't knock the whole setup over. We'll see. So the second trip that I took out there, I went with my best friend, and I wanted to go for the 1 year anniversary of my husband's passing. My husband always wanted to go to Colorado. He wanted to go to the Continental Divide. I don't know why that was a bucket list thing for him, but that's what he wanted to do, and so that's what I did. And my best friend and I went, and oh, y'all, I just can't. I can't even. So our first day there, we rode through Rocky Mountain National Park. We went up over the trail road. I can't remember the name of the road, but it goes over the mountain, up into the tundra, over the mountain, and it comes down on the backside to the Continental Divide, which was absolutely gorgeous. We saw all kind of wildlife, elk, deer, moose. It was just so beautiful. And then the next day, on the actual anniversary, we went to, we did a 2-hour horseback ride. Let me just say, okay, so I haven't been on a horse since high school. It was an experience for me. 2 hours was maybe a bit of an overcommitment. It was not difficult, but let's just say I was sore a little bit after. Part of the thing on the Continental Divide is we stopped at this little plateau, and you could see, the horseback ride. I don't know what I just said. Part of the horseback ride, we were over the Continental Divide. You could see over the Continental Divide. 2 bald eagles flew over while we were doing that. It was just so amazing. And then the next day, we went to Canyon City and did the Royal Gorge train ride. Totally worth the drive down there to do that. It was absolutely stunning. And then the next day we went to Breckenridge and spent the day there and had lunch and good food and just visited in those shops. So it was a phenomenal trip. I most definitely want to go back. I want to take my boys out there and do those hikes so bad. To say it was like a religious experience doesn't even begin to touch it. It was so amazing. I want to thank all of you for all of your sweet comments and encouragement on my Instagram post on the day of the anniversary. Y'all were so very sweet, and I appreciate you. So that's kind of what I've been up to over these past, it's really been a month. I think it's been a month since I podcast last. I've gotten some good knitting done. I've gotten some beautiful yarn in, of course, because you know me, I'm going to order it. And I've gotten in touch with Karen over at A Yarn Tale to collaborate for our Christmas gift mail. We're going to do a make-along, and it's going to start on October 1st, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So, I think we'll go ahead and get into the knitting. What y'all say? Y'all, I've got one finished object that's going to blow your mind. It is so beautiful. You know, this right here is my Vertices Unite, my original Vertices Unite that I did by Stephen West. I absolutely loved this knit. It was so much fun. And so I did another one. And I can't wait to show you. But I'm going to show you my socks first, because I did some Scrappy socks. And these were so much fun. So I've seen, y'all are going to have to just overlook me. I just finished a 24-hour shift. I just got back from the gym. I'm a total hot mess. My hair isn't done. Oh, Lola's about to knock it over. Let's see, I think she's going to maybe stay right there. We'll see. So yeah, just overlook all of this. Look at the pretty knits. Okay, so these are my Scrappy socks. Y'all look at them. Are they not so cool? So because I have tons of scraps, I did the Row 1 Yarn Club, and it's little 10 gram minis that she sends. You get 10 gram minis for a total of 100 grams of yarn from a dyer, and she features a different dyer every month. And so some of that is in here, but these are my Scrappy socks, and I had so much fun doing them. I saw Kay over at the Crazy Sock Lady do some, and I just loved them, and I think these are some of my favorite socks. I took them to Colorado and I wore them out there for a little bit. So I did toe up. I do a rounded toe. This is a fish lips kiss heel, and then just a rolled cuff. Y'all know me. It's not a shorty. Usually that's where I stop, but these aren't shorties. And so they're just really cute. I really, really liked them. So that is my first FO. And now on to the most beautiful one ever. Oh, look, these are the sock blockers that my mama gave me for Christmas. Look at them. It's a little sheep. I don't know if these have a maker on them though. I'm not sure where she got them, but you can find them all over like Etsy, right? Okay, so here's the big mama. It's not blocked. My ends are woven in, but not trimmed, okay? But this is my second Vertices Unite. Y'all, look at it. Is it not so beautiful? And it's going to block out way bigger than it is right now. I'm sorry, I've got fiber in my mouth. So this is all yarn from Ginger Snap. This was her antique lace colorways, I think. I'll put the colorways down below in the description box. So this is like a gray and a pink. This is the main first section. And then the second section is, it's a variegated gray and black. And then this right here, this yarn right here for this section is from Yarn Ink. It's called Polaroid. And then you use your other colors to do these other last 3 sections. And then you do an I-cord bond off. And so I love this shawl. It is so, so pretty. Y'all forgive the little stray strings. They are woven in. They're just not trimmed. So when I do, I hate weaving in. So I weave them in as I go. And just leave them long. And then after I block it, I'll trim all of those off. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. I love the colors and how it turned out. I didn't think I was going to really love the pink, but I do. And I thought that this black was going to be too much, but I think it's just the perfect amount. Now, I will say that when you do these other sections, I think I did not necessarily go with the color they said to go there. I just kind of picked what would look the best and what I wanted. So I think that like this section was really supposed to be the 2 other colors, but these are what I wanted there. And so that's how I did it. And then my I-cord bind off is not the color that it recommended. It's just the one that I thought would tie it all together the best. But that is it. Is it not gorgeous? This is just a speck there. It's not a hole. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is probably one of my most favorite knits. I've enjoyed doing this knit so much. If you go over to Fiber Hustle's webpage, YouTube channel, when they did their Vertices Unite make-along, they did a knit-along for it. And Stephen West did a little video for them to kind of help you look and decide about colors, because I'll tell you, my first one that I did, I agonized over my colors, and then not only that, but what order to put them in. And so this is kind of how he said it. So for section 1, you're going to use your 2 favorite colors there. And he like made this all a big story. So this is going to be like 2 kids going to a dance, okay? And then section 2, these are going to be like the chaperones for the dance, okay? And then section 3, that's like your pop. This is the entertainment section, okay? So that kind of helps you determine what, when you're looking at your colors, deciding which one should be color A, which one should be color B, and so on. So that's it. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so those are my only 2 finished objects. I've got several whips over here. No, ma'am, please don't bark and growl. That's going to be super loud. No, ma'am. She's got to protect me and bark at everything, right? So I've got a couple of whips over here to show you. And I'm going to show you some good yarn. But, okay, so let's look at my socks. So I took these actually on the plane with me. This is what I knit on the plane. And so this is, I try to keep a pair of socks on the needles all the time. And this is out of my Shirley Bryan yarn. I don't know what's happening there. This is the Holly Jolly colorway. I got this last year and I love this color. I love this, the way this fade does. It's gonna go all the way into this like dark blue green from this vibrant pink. Oh, it's so pretty. So I did something different this time. So the last time I did a toe up sock with her yarn, I did a Fish Lips Kiss Heel. And the way that the fade does, it just, not that it looked funny, but the fade just, the way it came back together in the front, you could see a really marked line. And I didn't love that. So I decided this time I would try to do a heel flap and gusset, but I'm doing a toe up sock. And so I found over on Very Pink Knits, Stacy at Very Pink Knits has a tutorial for a toe up sock with a heel flap and gusset. And so that's what I've done on this. So I'm going to hold it up there so you can see. There's my gusset and the heel flap. And I really liked how it did. I like a heel flap and gusset, but I don't like picking up stitches for it. I just felt like it was always really awkward. And so I really liked how she did this. My only problem is that they're a smidge too long. So I needed to start this a little bit earlier than I did. I think it'll be okay. I mean, y'all don't judge me, but I will put these in the washer and dryer and they'll be fine. I know that many of you are cringing out there now, but I do. I put my knit socks in the washer and dryer and they fit fine. So they'll shrink up a smidge and I think it'll take up that extra length there. But these are so, I love this colorway. I love it, love it, love it. And what I've decided to do, and I'll show you on my other whip that I've got going. So these sock sets, these are the deconstructed fade, and it comes in two 50-gram minis. And so they, you wind them the same so that you can either start at one end and do them both the same. You can start one at one end and the other at the other end, and they can kind of contrast back and forth. But she does like all the work for a fade for you. Why am I not using this for other things than socks? Like, wouldn't these be like beautiful mitts? Oh, I want to do some in mitts. So she had a shop update on Sunday, I think the 26th. And so I went and ordered, don't judge me. I went and ordered some more of these deconstructed fades. She actually still had this colorway on her in her shop. And so I don't know if it's still there today, but I'm tempted to go and get another set of this colorway and do some fingerless mitts with it because I just love it so much. After I started these socks, I was like, oh, I should have used this one. But I have like 12 more things of it over there in the other colors, so I'll probably just do it with that. So that's those, and I really am liking them. This yarn, once it gets washed, is so soft, and these are the coziest, softest socks. They're so super warm, and I really, really like her deconstructed fades. I want to try some of her other yarn. She's got really pretty stripes, striped sock sets, and then she's got other yarn, and I want to try some of her other yarn because I really do think if it's as fantastic as this base is, then it'll be wonderful. So that's that. And then I'll go ahead and show you the other thing I'm doing with one of her deconstructed fades. So I decided to try and do, I made that Paris and Berlin cowl by Hue Loco. It was out of some Lolo Did It, May the 4th be with you. So I decided to try and do it out of one of these, okay? One of these fades, and then just so it started with this yellow and it's going to this purple, and then when I run out, I'll just use the other skein and start at the purple and fade it back. Because she's done the work for the fade for you. Why would we not take advantage of that? So that's how it's gonna be this up here, and it'll end. It may not end with this. I don't know. That cowl took almost a whole 100-gram skein of yarn. So it may get back to the gold, but I just think it's really pretty. So we'll see how it looks. But that's how it starts out. You start out knitting this flat, and then it goes down, and now I'm to that little, they call it like quilting, and it's little, you have these floats and you pick them up, but it's going to be a cowl. I decided I think I like cowls because they're not as bulky under my coat. And then I'll wear this around the house. I wear my other one. I've actually had it out. We've had a few cool days. It's fall. It is absolutely beautiful here. And I just really, really love this cool weather. Fall is my favorite time of the year. I'm looking forward to cooler weather. I'm not going to say I'm looking forward to winter because, like, people will lynch me up here. They don't want winter to come yet, so don't say that. But I love these. I think I really like a cowl. A shawl and a cowl, but this cowl really does, it really does fit better in my coat. This is in my Bob Ross bag from Ginger Snap. You'll see him on there. I totally forgot I had this, and I was like, why am I not using it? So, and that fits perfect in it. So it's perfect for a 1 skein or even a 2 skein project. So there's that. And then I forgot to say that my socks, I always keep them in this is a Wuthering Sheep little sock sack. And these are the little fat birds. And it has 2 sections in it. And then there's a section right here in the middle that's zippered right there. So you can keep 1 ball on each side. And then it has this little thing where you can run your yarn through it. I don't ever do that, but mine's the little round Jolly Woodpecker. Okay. And so then my last whip is, I'm doing another Musselburgh hat because I really liked it. I think what I like about it is that it doesn't have ribbing. So this is my other one that I did out of my Gauge Dye Works, and you knit it in a tube, and then you fold part of it in on itself like that. And I think I just really like that. I mean, ribbing is pretty, but I really don't love doing it. And so I decided to do another Musselburgh. And so this is out of my yarn from Hue Loco. This was from her Summer Jams. This is Pocket Full of Sunshine. And that's where I am on that. Isn't that pretty? That's going to be a cool hat. And they're a double thickness, but it's fingering weight yarn. And you can do this out of up to DK weight. If you did it in DK weight, that'd be a thick, warm hat for the winter. So this is knitting up a little bit tighter, I feel like, than my Gauge Dye Works did. I'm still using the same size needles, but I'll tell you, so my Gauge Dye Works one, this one, I didn't block it. I found that when I block hats, I don't like them after I block them. And so I didn't block this one because I like the way it fits. But this one is already feeling a little snug, and so I'm going to have to block it. But I think that I think, and I'm going to make this one longer so that it's more slouchy, or you can make it long enough so that you can fold up your broom. But that is, I will black this one because it's a smidge tighter. My knitting's a little bit tighter on it. And it's just a difference in the fiber content of the yarn, I guess. But I'm really liking how that's knitting up. And now that I see it right there on the camera, you can see kind of some pulling right there and striping. I really like how it's turning out. I think this might be my new go-to hat. I like the sock head hat. And I was going to do one of those out of one of these other colors, but I don't know. We'll see. I may just keep doing Musselburghs because I like them. But I do have a hat in my queue that I have bought for our make-along that I'm going to do for our gift-along. And it's probably going to be a gift for me. Because that's how I roll, right? Okay. So, that's really all my whips. I feel like I've been working on more stuff, but apparently not. I did do some work on my granddaughter's little blanket, and I just do a couple of rows on it. It's on big needles. It's worsted weight held double, and so it's real chunky, and it's on big needles, and it kind of hurts my hands if I do too much with it. And so I'm just putzing away at it as I can. I think that the next, I can't decide what shawl I'm going to put on the needles next. I think I want to do a dotted raise because I've got my birthday birthstone set that I want to do a dotted raise out of, and I think that's what I'm going to put on the needles next as far as shawls go. I still have my sweater that I haven't picked back up, my fireside pullover, and I'm not convinced that I'm not going to rip it out and start it over because there's like the way the join is on it where you start it because it's a shawl collar, and you knit one side and then you knit the other side. That joint, I'm not loving it, and so I may rip it out. I may rip it out and start over on it because I don't know that I really remember exactly where I was on it. I marked my pattern, but we'll see. And if I do, I'll show y'all that. And then my other, I don't have any other sweaters. And I need to because now's the time for them, right? So I've got a little bit of yarn to show, and then we'll talk about the make-along. So this is my Star Trek club from Over the Moon Yarns. This was last month, so this was August colorway, and this was, it's Go Anywhere Be Anything, and this was a nod to Geordie LaForge, and LeVar Burton is Reading Rainbow. My kid, did y'all watch Reading Rainbow? My kids loved it. We watched it all the time, and I love this. I think that's going to make a cool pair of socks. This yarn, I don't know, this is her Electron sock base, and it is 85-15. It is the softest yarn. It almost feels like it's got cashmere in it, and I really, really like it. Everything I've made out of it, the socks that I have out of this are so warm. They're like some of my go-to socks when my feet are really chilly. And they have, I mean, you don't have to get the Star Trek colorways and all of that. They have other colors on this sock base, but it's really, really nice. Yeah. I think my September one is on its way. Okay. So this one I got from Yarn Inc. Some of you may find it offensive. I won't say the words, but it's this. It's all the F's kit. It has 3 colors in it, and I just really like the colors. Sorry for the crinkling. And I already gave, there was 4 in this kit, and I gave one of them away as a gift. But I like those purples. I really just like the way those all look. And Yarn Inc, I've got several, this has some Yarn Inc in it. And I've got several projects with her yarn in it. Her yarn is really, she's really good with her dyeing and does a really good job with it. I really like it. So that's that one. And then, dang it, Nicole at Hue Loco. Y'all, Shirley to goodness, I've put one of her kids through college. I mean, with all that I order from her, surely I have, right? So she was retiring her fall palette from last year and put stuff on sale. And so she has these kits that are 50 gram skeins, and you get 4 of them in it. And so this one was the Troublemaker kit, and it's just got blues and that rust color and pops of pink. And then this one is called Naughty Chair. Those would make a really pretty faded shawl, I think. Or anything. Like 50 grams, you can get a good toboggan out of that. You can get mitts out of that. You can get socks out of that. And so, I really like those. And I love her. I love all of her yarn. Obviously, because I buy it all the time, right? Let's see. Okay. I think that is everything I have to show you. I can't believe that that's it. I feel like I had way more, but it is what it is, right? So, let's talk about the make-along. So we're going to do a gift-along. It's gonna be a make-along, not just a knit. You can knit or crochet. I don't care. Knit or crochet is fine with me. And we're going to collaborate with Karen over at A Yarn Tale. If you haven't watched her podcast, you should go watch her podcast. She's really funny. And she is over in Chicago. And so I've really enjoyed watching her podcast. And so I reached out to her and I was like, let's collaborate. And she was like, absolutely. And so that's what we're going to do. So I've already opened a thread in Ravelry, in my Ravelry group. And I will put all the links for everything for her podcast and for the Ravelry group in there. And we'll do a hashtag on Instagram, okay? And it's going to start August 1st through December 1st. That gives you a couple of months. Because I know there's a lot of other make-alongs going on right now. Stephen West is about to start his. I've contemplated doing his, but his kind of scare me because some of his stuff can be a little over the top for me. And so his is a mystery knit along, and so those make me nervous. So I don't know that Karen is going to do that one, and so I don't know that I'm ready for that. But people are going to be participating in that. And then Fiber Hustle, they're doing it's called Dishcloth Revolution, and so you have to go do that. I mean, a dishcloth, you can whip out a dishcloth in no time, right? And so I need to go get some cotton yarn for that because I want to do that. I love that. It's going to be fun. So ours is going to be, it's just going to be a gift, make along, and you're going to put, just whatever in it for gifts. You can do, shawls, sweaters, hats, mitts, whatever. So there's an FO thread over there. And then I'll put the hashtag for Instagram down below too. And then we'll have a drawing in December for prizes. I don't know how many. I've got that yarn from Ginger Snap that we'll do. And sorry, Lola's laying right under the tripod. So we'll see. We'll get some gifts together and get some gift ideas and do that. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I hope y'all participate. It's gonna be really fun. We're gonna have a good time with it. Kind of get a jump start maybe on some Christmas gift knitting, so you're not down to the wire, right? Because that's what I always do. It's like December 1st and I have 40 things I need to knit or want to knit. And so, yeah, we're not doing that this year, right? Hey, sister. Okay, sorry. Sorry for the minor earthquake. Let's see. So, what have y'all been reading? I just finished The Silent Patient. Oh my gosh, y'all, I was not prepared for that ending. If you like to read, that was a really good book. And then right now I'm reading the newest release by Leanne Moriarty. Moriarty, is that how you say her name? Apples Never Fall. And then, what was the last book I read that was really good? I just finished one that was really good. The Silent Patient was just, it blew my mind. A Slow Burning Fire by Paula Hawkins. She's the one that did, is she the one that did Girl on a Train? I think so. It was really good. And then I've been watching some good shows. I just finished Defending Jacob on Apple TV. It was really good. It was just one season. I just finished For All Mankind off of Apple TV. I was really mad with how that season ended. And I'm doing Truth Be Told on Apple TV. It's really good. I'm waiting for the next episode of that to come out. And so, yeah, we've just been kind of reading, watching TV, planning more stuff. I've got some trips home that I've got to go do. I've got some things I got to go take care of at home. So y'all be thinking about me with that because I've got to go do work and get my house ready to go on the market down there. And hopefully all that time on the plane I'll be knitting a gift cow, right? So that's it. I think that's everything for now. So hopefully I will be able to get back now into my routine of podcasting every 2 weeks. That was my plan a month ago, but it didn't happen. So hopefully now that winter is here, I won't be out as much. I'll be kind of sticking closer to home. And we'll get some good warm stuff knit up, hey? So I want to say thank you so much for coming by. Thank y'all for watching. I mean, you take time out of your day to come and spend time with me. I appreciate that so much. And it just, y'all, your comments are always so sweet and so encouraging. And I just love it. I love it. So keep coming back. I appreciate you being here. And I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.